All right, what is up, guys? This is a tool that I just built using Claude Code in about 20 minutes of my own time. Yes, Claude was definitely running for longer than that, but long story short, this is a tool that finds local service businesses or just, yeah, under a certain vertical without a website. So I have some friends that were wanting to start a web design agency and they wanted to find local service businesses without a website, call them, basically say, okay, we'll set you up a website, blah, blah, blah. And the hard part, of course, isn't building the site because now Claude is able to do that. It is just finding people that don't have websites. That's the hardest part. And so I was like, I just set up Claude Code over here in Warp. I've only had it for less than 24 hours. So I was like, this could be something cool to mess around with. I've never really built a tool before. So what I did was I was in this Claude tab right here and I just gave it some context. I didn't even give it that much context. I normally would give a lot more, but I was in school just like typing this up on my stupid school iPad. And instead of answering my question, I was just asking if Claude Code could build it. It just ended up building it right here. And so I was obviously like, this is amazing. It looks great, obviously, but I can't really use it and I can't share it with people unless it's like out there. So I was like, okay, let's see, like, what should I do? Should I give it to Claude Code? And it gave me this prompt here to give to Claude Code with all the logic and stuff like that. And so then I go over into Warp here, paste this in, and the entire time while I do that, I'm just like going back and forth with questions about what is going on here because I'm not a coding expert. I've only used like AI tools in general for around a year and a half. And so I don't fully know what's going on. So I'm kind of like trying to teach myself this at the same time. I could just hit OK every single time and kind of let it figure it out. But at the same time, I do want to understand it. So I'm going back and forth with my in-browser Claude here and then my Claude Code in this Warp terminal, I believe it's called, over here. And just going back and forth, asking it questions, making sure everything is fine. And then at the same time, this is giving me more things to put into here to make sure it does it right. And eventually it's done. So it looks like this. And you just have to log into Vercel, I believe is what it's called, or how you say it. And then you get access to this. And so if you were to just pull it up, it would look like this. You type in the city, I'll remove this, the minimum reviews, the minimum rating, the business type, and then the Google Places API key. And so to get this, you go over to console.cloud.google.com. Once you get here, you're going to want to create a new project. I believe it's up here. And so I just created a project called Prospect Finder because that's kind of what this tool is. And you're going to go here, just click on the tool. And then once you get in the tool, okay, it didn't actually send me to it. Hold on. Select project. Maybe I am in it. Whatever. Once you get into the tool, you're going to want to search. And so once you get into the project, you're going to want to search Places API. And you're going to hit this one that says Places API new. This one didn't work with the tool for whatever reason. I had to troubleshoot that. But you're going to hit this, set that up. You do have to put your credit card in, and you do get like a certain amount of free credits in dollars. And then if you run over it, then it'll start charging you. But I was reasoning with Claude, and it basically said, even if you're using this tool 10, 20 times a day or 10, 20, whatever a day, you're not even going to get close to the limit. And I think that makes sense. It's a pretty basic tool. So you're going to set that up. And then to get your API key, you're going to go over here to the side, say API and services, and then credentials, and it will show up here. I'm not sure where mine is. I don't think I'm on the thing right now, but you'll have your API key here, and it'll also show up after you set up things. So I'll just go back over here. I don't want to show my API key. I'm not sure if YouTube's going to like that. So we've got this. We'll just change it up slightly. We'll say HVAC. And so you can see it's got the city. This is a city near me, minimum reviews, my API key up here, HVAC, minimum rating, blah, blah, blah. And then it's going to search. And as you can see, it found 8 businesses without websites. Super clean dashboard here. You can see the name, address, phone, rating, reviews, and then map view. So this first one, Ham Lake Heating and Cooling, we're just going to click on that one here. And we will see they do not have a website. So there's an option to add a website here, which means they don't have one clearly. And so we're just going to copy this name and go and search it up to make sure, because this tool is just searching for their website within the Google Maps or like Places API. And so if they do have one, it's just not showing up, then it's not going to show up with the tool. But this one, it looks like they don't have one, but at the same time, their name is like a common term. And I don't know, we'll test one more. Let's go back, close that. We can go back to here. One with a unique name. So this is the second one here, Maddox Heating and Air Conditioning, 4.3 stars. You can see, again, no website. It's not going to mess that up. but you might want to obviously confirm if you plan on like actually contacting person. And so this one actually does look like it has one. It's just not showing up in the actual Google Maps, and so that's something that they need to fix, obviously. We can try this one though. So this one, once again, no website. And I messed it up. Search up their name. And this is one that does not look like they have one. They have like profiles on these other ones, but yeah. So a lot of these, I've had a lot of luck. This was unlucky here that I showed two that actually did or like did or something like that. But a lot of these do not have websites. I've had very good luck with it so far. And then when you're done, you can just download the CSV file here. And let's just say you wanted to do all the plumbing companies in the surrounding area of Minnesota or whatever. You could do, this search, download CSV, then you could do Coon Rapids, Minneapolis, St. Paul, whatever, and then just put it into, and then have Claude Code, put it into a Google Sheet just like this. This is like my personal content thing. And this could be Blaine, this could be Coon Rapids, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Wyzetta, whatever. Just keep going. And yeah, really easy way to not only find companies without websites, but also document who you've contacted or whatever like that. This is not what we do at Local Service Spotlight at all. We don't do cold outreach and stuff like that. But this is just a tool that I thought I could try to build something like this with Claude Code and just see how it goes. And so it was really fun. Never done something like this, and it was ridiculously easy. Again, I definitely could not have coded this or done this myself or whatever you even have to do. But now I definitely have a better understanding of how to use Claude Code to get stuff like this done. I think it will definitely help me in building out other similar tools. So yeah, guys, this is just something cool that I was able to do with Claude Code. First time really using it. So if you guys thought it was cool, definitely let me know what you have been doing with Claude or Claude Code. And yeah, if you want to mess around with this tool, I will link it in the description. But yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.